Welcome back to Morley's Market Update. In this video, I'll be giving an overview of the latest trends in the Eleuthera real estate market. If you're buying, selling, or just want to find out more of what's going on in the market, you're in the right place. To view the full report as well as other quarterly and monthly reports, visit the link in the description below. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell to stay on top of all things real estate related in the Bahamas. In Q4 of 2023, Eleuthera continued to experience a small number of contracted home sales. Looking year over year, there was zero change, and quarter over quarter, there was one less sale. While demand has remained fairly constant, we see quite the opposite for the supply. When looking at new listings, we see that supply continues to exceed any quarter from 2022. While supply is still up, this is the first quarter over quarter this year we see a decline in new listings. As for completed sales, this quarter we see the lowest total in the last 2 years. While this is the case, hopefully with the surplus of listings, demand will follow and increase in 2024. Make sure to come back to next quarter's update to see what happens. The list to sell price ratio continues its positive trend as both quarter over quarter and year over year have increased. This indicates that there will be less flexibility in sales prices by property owners. This also means that buyers might have a trickier time trying to negotiate a better price than before. The median price for home sales in the Eleuthera market increased year over year by over $100,000, which might worry some people. But on the positive side, when looking quarter over quarter, we see a large decrease in the median price. Additionally, when taking a closer look at the graph, we can see that the median price is back in the price range we saw during the first 3 quarters of 2022. Lastly, for homes, we'll look at the days on the market. For home sales, days on the market experienced a decrease year over year and quarter over quarter, reflecting heightened buyer demand. As we can see, this quarter was very close to getting back under that 100-day mark like we saw during Q2 of 2023. Now let's take a look at the market for land in Eleuthera. When looking at land sales during Q4 of 2023, year over year shows an increase in contracted sales. While we see a decline quarter over quarter, it looks like contracted sales are getting back to their slow increasing trend. New listings for land also saw a year over year increase. But like contracted sales, it seems like the number of new listings is getting back to the slow increasing trend that we've seen this past year. As for completed sales, there has been little to no change at all over the last 2 years. Moving on, the list to sell price ratio showed an increase year over year and quarter over quarter. While this is the case, this ratio remains quite low still. With this in mind, we still believe this market is in favor of the buyer. Additionally, the median price remains pretty constant, but we see a decrease quarter over quarter and a small increase year over year. While last quarter we saw the median price increase above $100,000, this value has quickly jumped back below that price. Lastly, like what we saw with homes, days on the market for land sales decreased both quarter over quarter and year over year. But when looking at the graph, we can see that from quarter to quarter this value swings quite a lot, so it is tricky to fully understand what might happen in the upcoming year. Looking ahead, we predict that the Eleuthera market will remain strong in 2024. But looking at the Bahamas as a whole, its economy made a strong comeback in 2023, reaching pre-pandemic levels. Also, the government reported the lowest unemployment rate in a long time, and lenders are still keen on real estate transactions. Moreover, the Central Bank of the Bahamas recommended the elimination of mandatory deposit indemnity insurance, overall simplifying the mortgage process for buyers. With an increased availability of properties, buyers now have a wider range of options. This could result in homes and land staying on the market for a more extended period, a decline in the list to sell price ratio, and a shift towards lower median prices, despite the apparent uptick in buyer demand. If you found today's insights helpful, show your support with a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that notification bell to stay updated on all things real estate related in the Bahamas.